time for the news. And unfortunately, man, another drummer, two more drummers have passed away in this month after Neil Peart. The great Sean Reinert, man. Look, that one really hit me because Sean's a local boy. And I used to go see Cynic all the time before, pre-Focus, before the Focus stuff. And they were more like death metal, and they were awesome. And of course, he played in Death on the Human album. And I gotta tell you, man, different styles, but I think he was in the level of Neil Peart as far as drummers go. That guy was one of the greatest drummers ever. If you don't know Sean Reinert, man, and you're a drummer, go study that guy. It'll make you better. He was amazing. And it was really sad to hear he passed away. Man, I got to get my scanner working. I got a couple pictures with him. And, wow, it really hit me. I was like, damn, not Sean, man. And his husband said that they had a physical not too long before he died, and they were in perfect shape, so what the hell's going on? And then read Mullin, man, and I was cranking this earlier today. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the biggest C.O.C. fan, but I did C.O.C. live, and you know, see, I bought a jersey. I like them, you know, I wasn't like the biggest fan. I love this album, Animosity, but I also liked what they turned into. I liked the Blind album and Deliverance. I thought those were good albums as well. Both different, but I bought this way back when it first came out. This is an original pressing, and it's on Enigma Records. Good stuff, man, and rest in peace, Reed. I'm very sorry to hear that he passed away too. I mean, what's going on with drummers, man? Sad, very sad. And my condolences to his family and friends, to both Sean and Reed. And what a loss, man. Terrible. Also, some people have been asking me in the comments what I think about this whole Aerosmith thing. I've been keeping up with it, but I don't know all of it, so maybe some of it I'm not aware of, so I'm not going to, you know, speculate. But I don't know, I have a gut reaction here. You know, I see a lot of people blaming just the guys in Aerosmith and, you know, poor Joey, but I don't know, man. I mean, he's been in the band for 50 years. And it makes me think that maybe he's a little on both sides. That's how I'm kind of seeing it. I saw the video where he actually went to the rehearsal studio and they wouldn't let him in, and that was really sad. It was sad how, you know, nice Joey was about it, telling the security guys, look, I know you're doing your job, you know, and they won't let him in. And you hear him practice in the background. It is sad, but I don't want to speculate that it's just Aerosmith. I mean, what did Joey do? Did you guys ever see the Making a Pump video? There was some friction there with Joey and Steven for a while, and they were both kind of hard-headed, so I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not speculating here, but I mean, I am speculating here. I could be wrong, but I kind of think it's both sides are to blame here. Joey plus had some kind of accident and couldn't play well, and maybe he still can. I don't know. Doing my little research, I heard they had him rehearse with the band or audition to be back in Aerosmith without the band, which I found kind of odd. Paul Di'Anno, he announced a farewell show. He's going to do a last show with former members of Maiden that were in Maiden even before the first album. I believe the drummer on Soundhouse tapes, which I own, by the way. I have the original Soundhouse tapes, which is probably my most prized possession of all my vinyls, because I saw that shit's going for thousands and thousands of dollars on Discogs, and I had Paul Di'Anno sign it. But wow, end of an era, man. No more Paul Di'Anno live shows. I'm lucky I got to see him at least once back in 2010, and he was awesome. But boy, man, the way things are going, huh? With our gods, you know. Paul won't be able to perform live anymore. I hope something changes. I hope like a miracle happens and he literally gets back on his feet and we continue to get some more Paul Di'Anno shows. I think Paul Di'Anno's solo work is criminally underrated. He's got so many great albums out there that y'all got to check that out. If you like Di'Anno and you don't know his other stuff, check it out. It's some good stuff. And speaking of, I touched upon this last week, but you know, more of this Ozzy stuff. You know, Ozzy now said, well, you know, maybe this tour is not going to happen in the summer. Maybe it won't happen now. You know what? I hope it doesn't. I love Ozzy, man. I don't want him to tour. I want him to enjoy the rest of his life. I do not believe for a second that he wants to be out there on his own. I think it's Sharon pushing him out there. But I already talked about that last week. I got a couple comments, as I predicted, saying, no, Ozzy wants to be out there for the people. I don't believe that for a second. And Fake Fraley came out and said that Kiss on the new tour, their End of the Road tour that's never ending, is going to have new songs. They're going to throw new songs in the set list. So as I'm taping this, I'm sure Paul Stanley is in some studio somewhere doing 100 takes of those songs so he can lip sync it live. And Dokken is going to go out on tour with George Lynch. That's how I understood the article. I heard before it was going to be Dokken and Lynch Mob. Maybe that's what I misunderstood with that article. But either way, man, boy, talking about a guy that can't sing no more. You know, Don Dokken, have you seen footage of that guy singing lately? I mean, he doesn't even try. But people go see it. It's George Lynch and Don Dokken, so, you know, people go see it. I got to see it many times back in the day. The first time I saw Dokken was Tooth and Nail Tour opening for Dio on Last in Line. Then I saw them with Judas Priest on Under Lock and Key. Oh, and I also saw Tooth and Nail twice. I saw it with Twist Sister and Y&T. And Back for the Attack I saw at the Monsters of Rock tour. So I got to see Dokken. Now, man, a lot of these, you know, a lot of these bands now, it's like, you know, you're all going to see a shell of what they used to be. A lot of these bands, Kiss included, you know. It's sad, you know, but, you know, that's part of growing old. You start to lose it. I'm going to be 55 next month. 55 years old. And I still haven't lost my killer thrash voice. But I haven't been singing since the 80s, because I'm sure if my band started in the 80s, I would suck now. Because it's a lot of yelling I do. But luckily I started very late, so I still got that voice for now. But it'll go on me eventually. Maybe it'll go on me soon. Who knows? I'm going to be 55. Can you believe it? But you know what I'm very excited about? I haven't gone to Denny's in a long time, but when I turn 55, I'm going to Denny's to get the back of the Denny's menu. You know, I'm just so fucking, I know a lot of people, man, it sucks, man, getting old and this and that. I'm like, I'm happy I made it this far. I really am. And plus, I got to see all the killer shows in the 80s. Power Slave Tour. Van Halen. Where, you know, there's another band that, you know, I've seen all the reunions, which were great, but they were not even a pimple on the ass of the mighty Van Halen in the 80s. I'm not talking about Sammy Hagar Van Halen. That's Van Hagar. You know, Van Halen was Van Halen. With Sammy Hagar, they were Vangina. And boy, I don't know what else to talk about. I think that be it about as far as the news. Now, I got some bad news to tell you all you currently cranking fans. And I really do appreciate all your support and all you love my currently cranking videos, but I'm going to put it on hiatus. I don't know if I'm going to cancel it entirely, but you know, I have a lot of company that come by my house, and I have a stack of records up on there all the time. And it's like, I don't know. I'm so used to listening to a record and putting it back, and I'm going to start doing that again. Hey, I currently cranked this. But what I'm going to do more of, because I've already filmed a few of them, I'm going to do a classic. I already put up one last month, and there will be one very soon on here because it's almost at the end of the month. So before the end of this month, you're going to get another classic albums episode where I talk about a certain album. That's kind of going to replace my currently cranking. Hey, I might put it up on Thursday. Yeah, no more currently crankings for now. It's just too time consuming for me. And, you know, and I listen to way too much shit. And the video takes forever to film, takes forever to render, takes even more time than that to upload. So it's pretty time consuming, and it's time I don't really have. So, you know, when I have more time, maybe I'll throw in a currently cranking here and there, but it's not going to be a weekly thing anymore. And again, like I said before, I have a PayPal below. If you donate and want me to do something, I will. There's somebody that just donated for me to do Loudness, Thunder, and Knees versus Kiss Lick It Up, which I will get on that soon. And thank you for donating. PayPal is in the link below. And that be it for now. That's the news for this week. And hopefully I'll keep doing news every week, because, you know, maybe there are going to be weeks I can't. Or on slow weeks, when there's not a lot of news, I think I'm going to skip those weeks. But hey, there's been a lot of news lately, and unfortunately some bad news. I mean, what the hell's going on with drummers in January? Stop it. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. SHMACKEMAGOB. This video has been brought to you by Miami Metal Merchant. For your metal needs at competitive prices, visit MiamiMetalMerchant.com. Tell them Dr. Fuck sent you.